a quick pod. So we're gonna go ahead and ask a couple questions from myself and also from the fans. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first question I want to ask you: what has been the biggest learning curve from high school to now?
Well, I mean, I think just the mental side of the game. With all the schemes and all the different defenses and just the talent of players, the speed of the game, I say that's the biggest, learning curve.
Okay. So next question is about that Texas game. A lot of people kind of made up some assumptions that you got benched. You called it a timeout somewhat.
Yeah.
What did you learn from that, and then going back in and putting up some numbers and leading the team to a win?
Yeah, this whole year just being kind of weird with COVID and everything going on. I mean, I think just, that was like the perfect game for, this year. Just, stuff doesn't go your way. We've preached, fighting adversity all year. So just bouncing back and just being confident in your play and in your leadership. And, big time players got to step up in big time games. And, we had to go out there and get a dub.
Yes, sir. So you held offers from Bama, Arizona, school down 35. What was it about OU that made it the choice for you?
I think just Coach Riley and me were really close when he, came out to my high school and offered me. We became real close after that. Just his trust in me. I think he offered me when I was like 14. For him to trust such a young kid and, be confident in him, I think that was just enough. And then once I visited, I was locked in.
So earlier in the season, you had a quote that I liked, and pretty much you said, "Pressure's a privilege. You're not going to shy away from expectations." Obviously, there's a lot to live up to with the past three quarterbacks that have been here. How do you handle that pressure? And you do your own thing. You're not trying to do exactly what they did, but how do you handle that?
It's something I've handled my whole life, just with expectations and all the love and all the hate that comes with it. I just think, being a confident player, being the confident player I am, knowing my games, improving every week and working on those little things, all you got to do is just, expect the best out of your play and go out there and just give it your all. So, I mean, it's pretty simple.
Is there an area of your game that you're looking to improve on this offseason?
Yeah, I think I could improve on everything. Everybody has to work on everything, but I think I can improve on a couple things to sharpen my game up. Definitely going to get my size and speed up so I could be more of a threat in the run game, and then everything else will take care of itself just with practice and a bunch of reps.
Okay, a couple of fan questions. The first one is, why did you choose number 7?
That was my childhood number, so I grew up playing number 7 in number 7 just because I was a big Mike Vick fan. So I decided to go back to 7 in college.
Oh yeah, I was about to ask who was your favorite NFL player growing up, but
Yeah,
it'd be Mike Vick. So
yep.
Next question is, what's your vision heading into 2021?
2021's got to be a year just of just positivity. I'm happy we're out of 2020. Just going to 2021 clear minded and just hopefully end out on top. And finish our goals and work to get to those goals as a team.
So for you being the quarterback, obviously win or lose, people are going to be at you, and you've dealt with it in a really professional way. Starting off the season 1-2, what was kind of your mentality going forward for the rest of the season?
I think as a team, we just, our culture at Oklahoma isn't losing. So just knowing that, we had to flip a switch, and especially at that time where, games started to count, and we knew we had to win out to, continue that streak for the Big 12 championship and then get in a good bowl game. So we flipped that switch and won out for the rest of the year, and everything took care of itself.
So did you have kind of a favorite game from this season that you kind of look back on and say, that was something you would do all over again or something like that?
Yeah, I like the Oklahoma State game. That was a fun one. And then let's see, I'll probably say the Big 12 game. That was fun, and the Cotton Bowl too. Those 3 games
Yeah,
are my.
those were the two. Those were the two that Isaiah said. So another thing I kind of wanted to ask about was your family. Watching the games every Saturday, they usually always talk about your family. Talk about how much they mean to you, and kind of talking about like how you were on the field pregame. You would always go up to them and talk to them for a little bit. So talk how much they mean. Talk about how much they mean to you.
Yeah, I mean they've been right there with me my whole life. At all my games and football, basketball, baseball, whatever it was. And I've always just been close with my family. And like you said, every game I'll go up to them, talk to them, find them wherever they are. I got to know where they're sitting during the games because I'm looking up in the stands at my dad or something after every touchdown, or when I need to look up at him for tips or anything. Like we've always done that growing up. So no, it's a blessing, being close with my family and then being able to get out to all the games.
Okay, so these are two more fan questions, which I thought were pretty interesting. One of them is, do you have any advice for young quarterbacks out there?
Yeah, I mean, I think my best advice, I get asked that all the time, is just, be patient. Don't force anything. You don't have to be traveling to all these huge camps when you're 8 years old and paying this insane amount of money, or just doing this and that. Focus on the small things, have fun with it, with the boys, and take it serious, but have fun with it growing up.
So it was interesting how you said earlier, Coach Riley offered you when you were 14, and one of the fan questions was tips for getting recruited and stuff like that.
I think it really depends on what position you are, like where you live too. But what I've always thought was if you ball out, you play well, people are gonna talk about you and your name's gonna get around. But definitely camps. You can go to camps. You can make recruiting websites, make a highlight reel, do all of that. So whatever's gonna give you that upper hand, do for sure.
Okay, so last one, was there a play in particular this year that was your favorite to run, or kind of a play from a game that you look back on and just makes you,
Yeah, I mean we have a bunch of plays that we score on probably 80% of the time, 85% of the time. So I mean, there was this one particular play that was a deep ball that we've scored probably 3-4 times this year, or 4 or 5 times, or completed it probably 85-90% of the time. So I mean, that's probably my favorite play. But I got a lot of them.
all right, Spencer. Well, like I said, guys, this was a quick one. So, Spencer, I appreciate you joining us. Thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to do this with me. And like I said, I appreciate you, and keep grinding, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, man.
All right. All right, bro. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining. That was the 2021 Heisman winner, Spencer Rattler, joining us real quick just to answer a couple questions. Next, I'm going to try to get whoever y'all want me to. That was pretty much a long shot, but he joined it. So I appreciate you all tuning in. And